All right, taking a look across the state of Arkansas to begin your Sunday. Well, we got a bit of a split ticket. Lots of cloud coverage towards the south, even a few showers already. That's where a majority of the showers that we're going to see later on today are just going to be riding along the Louisiana-Arkansas border. Going to see a lot of showers for parts of Texarkana and just south of Little Rock, south of our area for majority of the day. So we're starting out today pretty clear, and we're going to be pretty nice for tomorrow as well. But our main concern that we're going to be keeping an eye on over the next few days is way off towards our northwest. Parts of the Pacific Northwest are seeing some rain right now, but that low pressure system eventually going to take a deep dive into the heart of the country. It's going to be sparking up some severe storms as we get into Tuesday, and that is our next chance to see some stronger storms as well. But for your Sunday, we're starting out temperatures pretty cold. Some areas are almost near the freezing mark already, especially Fayetteville, right around parts of Washington County for Fayetteville area are sitting in the low 30s right now, while the rest of northwest Arkansas is dealing with temperatures right around the 40-degree mark. As you get into the River Valley, still pretty chilly out there, 38 for Clarksville, 35 for Waldron, 43 in Fort Smith. So yeah, pretty cold to start out, but hey, as we go later on throughout the rest of today, southern winds are going to help really begin to warm us up. We're going to have temperatures get into the 70s for northwest Arkansas later on today. So as we get into the morning hours, we'll be quickly getting into the 50s and 60s. Temperatures right around the 70-degree mark throughout the majority of the afternoon, topping out into the low 70s. And even as we get into the overnight, not looking at cooler temperatures like we're seeing today. A lot more cloud coverage on the way as we get into the second half of your Sunday. But taking a look at the River Valley as well, high temperatures are going to be into the mid-70s as we get out of the 40s and into the 50s and 60s throughout the rest of this morning. But we're going to see some pretty windy conditions. Like I mentioned, winds are going to be coming out of the south. That's why we have warmer air for today. That's why we're going to have temperatures into the 80s as we get into Monday and Tuesday. But at times today, a little bit gusty. Going to see wind gusts upwards of 30 miles an hour at times. Sustained winds around 10 to 20 miles an hour for northwest Arkansas, 5 to 15 for the River Valley. But all of it will be coming mainly out of the south, bringing in some warmer air for our area. But as we get some warmer air into our area, also means we're going to get a little bit more moisture moving into our area, not only in the terms of clouds, but also some showers, especially for the River Valley. Could begin to move in as we get into the late afternoon, mainly into the evening, though. As we get to around 7 to 8 o'clock tonight, could see some of these scattered showers moving into the area. It'll be a quick system. Could see some heavier downpours for parts of LaFleur County, parts of Scott County, maybe southern Sebastian County as well. But quickly moving off towards the east is will be something that after we get through maybe the first few hours of the overnight, by midnight will be clear. As we get into Monday morning, we'll have those clouds beginning to move out. And the start of the day on Monday could see a few clouds lingering, but most of the day will be actually pretty sunny as temperatures stay pretty warm. We're going to be mainly into the 50s overnight as those clouds kind of help keep in some of that warmer air, so not dropping into the 40s and 30s like we're seeing this morning, mainly into the 50s. Some areas could even stay into the 60s, but high temperatures tomorrow are looking well above average. Could be seeing temperatures mainly into the 80s and into the upper 70s for northwest Arkansas, mid 80s for the River Valley. So very warm as we get into your Monday. Tuesday as well is looking very warm, but it's going to be a big change on the way. We're going to be tracking some storms, not only for Arkansas and parts of the south, but also the Midwest as well. Very similar setup to what we saw on Friday. Not going to say we're going to have the same output, but the atmosphere is looking very similar in terms of the setup. So we're going to be keeping an eye on this system as it moves through. We're going to have a cold front that'll move through on Tuesday. That'll be sparking up these storms, but also bringing us some much cooler weather as we get into the second half of the week. But taking a look what to expect, northwest Arkansas, we're going to be into the 80s Monday and Tuesday. Might not even get out of the 50s as we get into Wednesday. Temperatures going to be hovering around the upper 50s into the low 60s for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. More sunshine for the middle of the week before we see some more clouds and eventually some shower chances as we get into the weekend. River Valley as well, we'll see cooler temperatures throughout the end of this week with some shower chances on Saturday. But our main concern obviously is going to be what's going to happen on Tuesday. I can care about next week once we get into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Tuesday is going to be our main concern for this week because we have already a yellow weather alert day. We have widespread level 3 risk for parts of Arkansas, and we're still 3 days out. So as we get into tomorrow, and obviously as we get into Tuesday, we could see that risk enhanced, and then we can see, we'll have a better time frame on what the threats will be, but for now, just know storms possible as we get into Tuesday.
And I mean, today's weather is going to be just perfect for viewers because, you know, we're going to have a really nice day throughout the day. Then 7 o'clock, we've got that CMT Awards show. Get inside.
Yeah.
You got that rain
that's right
coming
when
through.
the rains will be coming through. So yeah, especially, I mean, northwest Arkansas, you're lingering around a 20% chance for showers. And most of us won't see rain from northwest Arkansas. River Valley as well. If you live in Fort Smith, you probably are going to squeak by with some rain. Could see some of that rain begin to move north, but a lot of that rain is going to be towards the southern half of our area, if not just completely farther south into parts of Arkansas. So not going to see a ton of rain today, mainly just during the evening going into the overnight. Majority of the day, just going to have some pretty warm temperatures on the way.
Yeah, but man, that weather just